Hello, fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Welcome to I Am Inspired Inspiration Sunday. And today I am inspired by the rain. So this post, January 10th, 2015, goes like this. I am inspired. Thank you, Mother Nature. We really needed this rain. LA, this is your chance to sing and dance in the rain. Go ahead and make a big Hollywood splash. Okay, so this is a great picture, which I will post, and it's outside my building. And you can see how the water is flooding the street. So I take my children down to, just walk in the rain, feel the rain, fall down on their on their heads and their bodies, their arms, just to feel the rain, because I grew up in rain. I'm from Vancouver, BC, so we have a lot of rain, but they don't get a lot of rain. Hi, Tracy, welcome. So it was a big rainy day. It was a Sunday, and I think it was a Sunday, and so I think it was Connor first who put his foot in the puddle and basically drenched his whole foot. And so I just decided to say, go for it. So they stepped in the puddles, they splashed, they kicked, they were completely soaked. And in this photo, I had them lay down on the sidewalk, and they've got their feet kicked up behind them. And while Connor doesn't have any teeth in this, his front teeth are gone, or his bottom, and they just had so much fun just splashing and playing in the rain, because we were going to go right back up and get dressed, change our clothing, so I wasn't worried about them having to have to run around in wet clothing, which is the worst because it brings back memories for me. I cannot stand it if my socks are wet. Hi, Sunshine. Thank you for joining. If my socks are wet, I can't stand that, because in Vancouver, when it's raining, your socks get wet and you have to walk around with, wet, squishy socks. So I would walk to school until grade 12 when I did get a car. But up until that point, actually, my mom gave me her car to use, because my mom is an angel. We would walk to school. Okay, it took us about 20, 30 minutes to walk from the top of our mountain, and which was called Blue Ridge, and we'd have to go down, and we'd have to go through forests and streets. And I would go through my forest, and then I'd pick up my friend in a different area that she had to come through, and then we would walk down together. On the rainy days, okay, you'd have to wear your rain boots, and then you have your umbrella, and then you have your raincoat, and then you have your backpack, and you're schlepping to school. It was just so normal for us, we didn't really think any otherwise. So our lockers, you have the books on the bottom of your lockers, right? So you have to change your boots into your socks and shoes. And then your umbrella would drip down on your boots or on your books. And then your boots would be on top of your book. I mean, it was just disaster. It was just a hot, wet disaster. And then, of course, as I got older, I figured it out. I'd have to move all the books. I'd have to move all the books and put them up top. I'd have to move everything. I'd have to move everything around, basically. But to this day, if I have wet socks, I'm oh, I don't like that at all. So back then, I would always have an extra pair of socks in my locker. So for my children, growing up in Los Angeles, where it's almost always sunny every single day, I'm I'm going to let them, have some fun, because I'm a cool mom and I'm a fun mom and I want them to experience this. So they just had a blast. They had a blast splashing and rolling, like not rolling around, but kicking it. And also I put after or before this, when we were in the car, so I would go to places that are like have a lot of water, and then I just drive through like the side, and then the water would like spray up, and they would love that. So yeah, they're just having a blast, just jumping in the puddles, splashing each other. They've got Connor has his little jacket, little hat on that's attached to his jacket. Sophia doesn't, and they're just feeling the rain, opening their mouth, feeling the raindrops on their mouth, on their face. It's such a beautiful feeling. I mean, think about how amazing that is. Like, first it's sunny, and then this huge sun is up in, is up in the sky, providing heat. I mean, that concept itself is so huge. And then there's rain dropping from the sky. I mean, do we actually stop and think about how incredible that is? To have rain just fall from the sky at any random time? And lightning sometimes, and thunder. I mean, it's all really miraculous, but we just take it for granted. And then you see these clouds, these big, puffy clouds that look like you could go and like jump on them or sleep in them or roll in them. And they're just there. It's just, I mean, it's all fantastic. It's just amazing. It's really amazing how all of these things are happening around us, and we just normal. But it's not actually normal. It's normal, but I mean, you can't even wrap your head around it because it's so epic. It's so big. The sun. And then the moon comes up. And the moon has different shapes. And then the moon has different cycles. And sometimes you're supposed to pray on those nights, and you're supposed to, state your intentions and your manifestations, and and sometimes it's just like a crescent. It's so beautiful. The world is so beautiful. And looking up is so important. You see the birds. See the trees, the rain, the thunder, the lightning. I mean, it's scary, but it's fun, right? It's scary, but it's so fun. I love a good storm. I mean, not as crazy as a storm, not like a tornado storm. That's scary. That's too much fun. But yeah, whatever the weather is, I embrace it. I love it. I mean, I love sun. I don't like being cold. Unless I'm prepared for it, like when I'm skiing. Well, I don't want to say I'm skiing when I have skied. I do want to ski more because my children love skiing. But up to this point, they have been the ones who have been going skiing so that I could spend time with my mom and sister when my sister was here, and they were both in a nursing home. So anyways, yeah, I love the rain. Now I love the rain. I jump up and down when there's rain. I like to go out in the rain. And this day, in 2015, I was inspired by my children having so much fun in the rain, because in Vancouver's like, oh, it's raining again. And LA is like, it's raining! Yay! It's like a totally different reaction. They're Canadians or people from England when you go down to Venice Beach or Santa Monica Beach, and it's like 72 degrees and they're, swimming in the ocean, and all the LA people are like, it's freezing. It's freezing. 72 degrees is freezing. Okay, 72 degrees isn't freezing, but it's definitely not hot. No, it's definitely not hot for us. So, yeah, I mean, I guess you can get acclimated to any type of weather, any climate. I think it just becomes your normal. But let's just not forget how magical things are up in the sky. And these birds just flying, just like, oh, I'm going to fly now. And we just take it for granted. Blessings. We've got blessings. So speaking of Mother Nature, I want to share where does Mother Nature come from? Like this term Mother Nature. So I looked it up. It says this is the European tradition history. Now there's lots, okay? There's the Greek myth, ancient Rome, indigenous, Southeast Asia, popular culture. So there's like all these stories or myths or traditions about who Mother Nature is. So this is what Wikipedia is, give them credit because I love Wikipedia. European tradition history. The word nature comes from the Latin word natura, meaning birth or character. In English, its first recorded use was in 1266. 1266. Now, when you hear that number, that sounds like you're really young. If you're like, I'm born in 1967, so when I look at 1266, I'm just a baby. By the way, I'm not attached to age at all, I still feel 21, and age has never made me feel sad or bad. Every age I step into, even pre-cancer, like I embrace that age. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a year older. When people say that to me, well, you know what the alternative is? Not getting a year older, and that's not the alternative you want. So every year I celebrate. Every single year. I love birthdays. And when I hear people saying, oh my gosh, I'm turning 30, I'm like, you need to embrace that every age. Like, think of the wisdom that I now have that I wish I'd had before. One thing about wisdom is like, oh my, can we reverse that? So when we're younger, we have the wisdom, but then there wouldn't be wisdom because that wouldn't make sense, right? But, there's so many things. There's so many, how you change, how you evolve as a person can only come with age, with experiences. So embrace it and love it and be proud of your age. Don't be like, I don't want to say don't be, because you can be any way you want to be, but like when women don't want to reveal their age, well, men reveal their age without any problem. Like, reveal your age. Enjoy your wrinkles and embrace your wrinkles, embrace your scars. We're awesome. We're beautiful. This is just the outside. It's the inside that counts. And I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's the truth. People's beauty comes from inside, compassion. I mean, I've witnessed this, I've seen people that, maybe were not considered whatever beautiful or handsome or whatever. And then they have these like amazing talents. Come on. Like, everybody has something inside of them that's divine. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. I wish I could sing. I mean, I could maybe take some lessons, but I'm never going to be like, Celine Dion. Because, that's her gift. But everybody has a gift. You just have to activate it. What's your gift? Tracy, what's your gift? Sunshine, what's your gift? Maybe sunshine, because that's what you're listed under. Tell me what your gift. Don't be shy. My gift, I think, is talking. You think? That's my gift. My gift is empathy. I'm very empathetic. Not just for humans, but for animals as well. And Mother Earth. I care about it. I care about it all. And I feel so blessed. So yeah, embrace everything. Everything about yourself. The things that you don't like are the things that can really teach you about yourself. And then you can, in turn, embrace it and love it and like it and share with others. Share with others. The two most powerful words in the English language, or in language, period. Me too. Me too. Me too. Oh, I had cancer. Or I have cancer. Oh, me too. Boom. Instant friends. Yeah. Me too. Brene Brown is an amazing speaker, and she's oh my gosh, what's the word? She studied, or she's a I guess not really a scientist, but she studied shame researcher. And if you haven't heard of Brene Brown, hi Debbie, thanks for coming. If you haven't heard of Brene Brown, go to TED Talks, put in her name and watch her TED Talk. It's amazing. It's amazing. And literally put her from behind the scenes into in front of the scenes, and she's helped so many people. Her book, she has many books, but my favorite book of hers is Daring Greatly. It's an amazing book. It's really an amazing book, and I encourage you all to read it. Okay, so where were we? 1266. Okay, so Natura, and the personification of Mother Nature were widely popular in the Middle Ages as a concept seated between the properly divine and the human. It can be traced to ancient Greece, though Earth, or Eroth in the Old English period, may have been personified as a goddess. The Norse, Norse, also had a goddess called Jord, or Earth. Okay, so Mother Earth is a goddess. You know how they name all things amazing after women? Ships, buildings, Mother Nature. Yeah, we're awesome. We're strength, we're power, we're wisdom. Okay, so that's that part. And then that's the definition, at least the European definition. I could go through the other ones another day. But for now, I want to share the 7 benefits of rain. Rain, okay, first credit. This is notesread.com, and I will post this below with the picture and the Wikipedia and also this, so that you can just click on it and go directly to it and read it yourself, just in case you missed anything. So this is written by Abdullah Sam. Okay, April 20th. Rain is wonderful, and besides being a reflective moment, it brings many benefits to our daily life. There are parts of the world where people are tired of seeing rain, water, and storms, but in others, it is a blessing, and they wait almost all year to be able to attend this phenomenon. Yes, it's a phenomenon. It is clear that extremes are never good, but today we will give you some notions about why rain is good for you and for the world around you. Okay, skin hydration. We already know that when it rains, not only do you get wet, but if you are under running water, not only do you get wet if you are under running water, but the whole environment has a high percentage of humidity. Okay, so if you're under it, yes, if you're feeling it's dropping on you, but the whole environment has a high percentage of humidity. This climatic condition provides nutrients to the skin, which purify pores of dirt and accumulated impurities. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. The next time the rain comes, we're just gonna go outside and we're just gonna stand here like that. We don't need to go to the dermatologist or, go to a fancy spa and get our face done for $120 and up. So let me repeat. This climatic condition provides nutrients to the skin, which purifies pores of dirt and accumulated impurities. Awesome. Be careful with the first waters that fall. Initially, they will lower contaminated particles from the environment, dirt, and pollution. Once the atmosphere is clean of these particles, we will begin to receive clean drops, even better than we can get it out of the shower faucet. That is so cool. I did not know that. So you better wait a minute or two before you put your face up into the water, up to the rain. Be careful with the first waters that fall. Oh no, I already did that. One more thing. If we let the drops fall directly on our skin, we will receive a light, free natural massage that will improve our circulation. We will be sending our brain a message of pleasure and well-being. I love that. Okay, so I'm thinking, lawn chair, beach chair, lay it out, and just let the rain fall on your face. I did not know that. Dance in the rain. I do that. It is important to take advantage of any rainy days to combat dehydration on very hot, cold, or windy days. Okay, hair care. Yes, we already know that you have just come out of the hairdressing salon where you have spent more than $100 and that the humidity of the environment makes your hair stand on end. Keep in mind that the rainwater is completely pure and allows your hair to eliminate all those toxic substances which have accumulated throughout the day. Let the hair get wet with the falling water, and this will make it grow healthier, smoother, and stronger. This is pure gold. I did not know all of this. Did you guys know this? I did not know this. Okay, it is no coincidence that in the countryside and rural areas, people collect rainwater for their own use. In addition to saving money, this practice brings many benefits to the body, skin, and hair. If you like the sound of heavy rain and the storm to sleep and relax, you can see this section with some apps, videos, and free. Okay, also you can, so they add some options for music, but you can also go to YouTube. They have videos that's just like constant rain. You can put that on. Rain does help you go to sleep. I think it's just like the repetition and the sounds, and it's just, it can put you like in that sleepy trance. Okay, cleans and purifies the air. The water that falls from the sky eliminates all those toxic substances suspended in the air. By breathing in this oxygen, we are inhaling contaminated particles, which increase the chance of respiratory diseases such as asthma, bronchitis, emphysema, pneumonia, and allergies, among others. I used to get bronchitis all the time. Okay, until I was about 18. Like every year I would get bronchitis, sometimes twice a year. Bronchitis, tonsillitis, and bronchitis. I was like going back and forth. When I was like older, like teens. Anyways, thank God I've outgrown that. But all that chemo and radiation probably makes sure nothing bad comes in. I always say that. I'm like Teflon. I'm Teflon. Okay, but don't get too cocky with that because we still want to be safe. Okay, if we are exposed to humid temperatures, we will breathe pure air. Therefore, we will be benefiting our state of health in a healthy and natural way. Our body will be better with more strength and more energy. Yes, I love that. Yeah. Well, even when you're by the ocean, right? You smell, you breathe in the clean air. When you're in the forest, you smell and breathe in the clean air. When you're like in a city that's polluted, wherever you are, you can immediately feel it. It affects you. If you're around people that are smoking, it affects you, right? You can feel it. So yeah, when you're with nature and you're breathing it, if you're in the jungle, wherever, water, jungle, when will you, okay, so now my children are like, when are you going to be done? Okay, I don't know, I think I have 4 more. I guess I got notified that I'm doing a live. Okay, so moving forward, so go to places where you can breathe pure air, like mountain tops, hiking, pure air. Breathe it in. Like do the 4 count that I love. 1, 2, 3, 4 in, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, release 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. It will reset your pattern. It will release tension, anxiety, stress, frustration, anger. It helps. Okay. If we are exposed to humid temperatures, we will breathe pure air. Therefore, I already said that one. Sometimes it happens to see in the big cities a smog cloud that affects breathing and visibility. You can see how the smoke screen disappears after periods of rain, winds, and showers. Yes, 100%. Improve our mood. There are people who like rain, others who are saddened, and others who are discouraged. As a general rule, this climatic condition stimulates us stimulates us that melancholic streak in which we begin to post phrases on Facebook of lost friends, ex-boyfriends, and distant relatives. True. As we mentioned previously, rainwater improves the environment and the oxygen we breathe. It revitalizes us by proving new nutrients to the skin and expands our lungs, recharging us with energy. We eliminate tension, fatigue, muscle, and headaches. Now more and better. In addition, the rain regenerates the natural environment. Therefore, after a good storm, we have that endpoint feeling. It's like it is like a new small beginning that fills us up with positivity and the desire to do things. Okay, so rain, yes, you can the rain may make you feel sad, and that's okay. Like cry and like play a sad song, or take a moment, but don't let the whole rainy day go with only the feeling. Don't let the rainy day only be about feeling sad. Okay, take a moment and honor, or address, accept, embrace, and then bring it in. Take a moment and then let it go, and then you have fun. Okay, you watch movies, you make grilled cheese sandwiches, vegan grilled cheese sandwiches, you put tomato soup, and you watch Netflix, put the fire on, you cozy up, get your pets around you, your children's around you. Family fun free day, of course, if you don't have to work. But in the evening you can do it. Like when I hear rain, I'm like Ben and Jerry's, vegan, grilled cheese sandwiches, tomato soup, and Netflix. That's what I hear in my mind. And yeah, there are times when it makes me feel, especially in Vancouver when it rains a lot. Yeah. But I take that moment, I honor that moment, I respect it, and then move on into the next part, because it's great, it's good. We need rain. It's purifying us. And, it can be very romantic as well. Very romantic. A nice fire, some wine, some rain, some music, some Tchaikovsky playing in the background. Okay, setting the mood. All right, here we go. Where are we? The mood. No. Addition. Who invented the umbrella, and which are the best? I don't know who invented the umbrella. That's a good question. Okay, regulates the ambient temperature. Rainfall helps. If you guys know the answer to the question, who invented the umbrella, please post it below. Regulates the ambient temperature. Rainfall helps make the ambient temperature less extreme, both in the cold months and the stifling heat. In the winter and during the freezing months, the rain slightly increases the temperature. The rainy weather enhances the heat level, providing a more pleasant, real thermal sensation. In the event that the thermometer marks a level below 0 degrees Celsius, will be a positively effective and a slight increase in the temperature we noted. In summer, during the dry and stressful months, I don't know if it's stressful, but they said stressful, or he said stressful. It is important to receive a good summer storm every so often. Although these last a few hours and ruin our beach days, they will bring freshness to the environment, completely regenerating the atmosphere. It will even make all the dust and sand in the air go down, leaving us an oxygen free of impurities to breathe better. Yes, and even if it does rain on the beach, you can always go back. You go up. Like I'm trying to think, like in the south of France, it'll like rain for 15 minutes, and everybody goes off, and then you come back, and it's back to fun in the sun. Okay. Provides nutrients to plants. This is a really good article. The oxygen, the sun, and water are vital for plants and trees, also for humans and or animals. Rainwater, as we have already explained above, is rich in natural nutrients. It is pure and clean, contrary to the water that we take from our toilets to water the plants. It does not have lime or fluorine, two pollutants present in tap water that can harm the growth of the leaves. It's probably not good for us either. If you want to have some nice sparkling flowers at home, take the pots out to the balcony on rainy days. You will not need chemical or revitalizing fertilizers because the humidity of the environment and the fall of the particles will provide anything necessary for your companion to grow healthy and strong. Hi Faye, welcome. We're talking about rain. So yeah, actually that's true. If you do have plants inside, take them outside and they will definitely benefit from that. My son loves plants and bonsai trees and cactus. It's like really cute. Okay. Improve personal relationships. The rain does well. It regenerates and physically improves us. It is good to be in the rain or in open environments during storms, but realistically, no one will stay in the rain for an hour just for the benefits it brings. Improves personal relationships. I have to read this again. The rain does well. It regenerates and physically improves us. It is good to be in the rain or in open environments during storms, but realistically, no one will stay in the rain for an hour just for the benefits it brings. Who has not been hypnotized looking at the window during a day of thunder and lightning? Yeah, I'm all about that. The bad weather forces us to stay home. On many occasions, it may sound like something negative, but really it can be interpreted as time to spend with loved ones. Yes, whether it is your family, your partner, or your roommate, the weather will recruit you to spend time with these people 100%. It does not mean that everything is limited to being locked in your room, but that we have the possibility of doing those things that we would not do on a good sunny day. Read a good book, yes, near the fireplace, yes. Prepare delicious meals with your mother, watch a horror movie with your children, eating popcorn. There are countless activities that are best done on rainy days. The more water falls and the worse the weather is, the closer we will get to our loved ones. Yes, 100%. Yeah, cooking also. Cooking a nice meal and having it, having a warm meal because, there's food that we eat in the winter and there's food that we eat in the summer. So, I don't know, something like a nice pot roast, carrots, onions, roasted potatoes, yummy, red wine, love it. Okay, the worst way, the closer. Okay, love the rain and whoever joins it with you. With this phrase, we close the topic. That's a good phrase. Love the rain and whoever enjoys it with you. In addition to the real physical benefits, we must have the emotional aspect that characterizes us personality. A good mental state can affect our life in a spectacular way. The rain makes us feel better for many reasons. Choose yours and soak up while during those stormy nights. And then he ends it with, now that you know what the benefits are, would you like to know how to predict if it's going to rain? Okay, and there's an article and I'll post that. So if you want to go ahead and read that, close. Go ahead and do that. So please tell me how you feel about the rain. Tell me a story. Share a story in the comments, maybe about an experience that you had in the rain. Who knows? Maybe you were walking down the street and you slipped and you fell and this gorgeous, beautiful man caught you and you looked up and that was your husband. That became your husband. Okay, I just made that up because it's kind of romantic. That'd be like a romantic comedy, right? That you fall into the arms of your future husband on a rainy day. There's a plot there, guys. There's a plot. Storyline! Or who knows, you slip and somebody just helps you up. Random act of kindness. You end up staying inside and, connecting with your teens or your children or your husband, enjoying food. You know what else rain does? It makes you stop and focus and relax. It like forces you to just calm down because we're so busy. We're like, shh, like the hamster wheel, right. And then sometimes we're just forced to stop. Like our big earthquake in 1994 in California, in Los Angeles, the really bad one. We had to stop. We had to stop for like 3 days. And those days in between watching, Pasadena, because that's the earthquake center of the U.S. I can't remember her name, but I love listening to her. She would tell us all the updates. We played Trivial Pursuit. We played Yahtzee. We played charades. We had friends over. It was fun. I mean, it was a horrible time. Very sad, very tragic. But, we made the best of it. We ate together. We sipped together. And we played games for about 3 days. And then was back to normal life. So, we have to look at the blessings of rain. I love rain. I love consecutively, day after day, I do not. But here, when it rains, I celebrate and I tell my children, it's raining. Come on, let's go for a hike. Let's go for a walk. And then we come back and we have, our treats and our movies. All right, my fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Wishing you a super inspired Sunday, and I will see you tomorrow for Cancer-Centric Motivation Monday. Cancer-Centric Meditation Monday, which will motivate you. Motivation Mondays, that was going so long ago. I think it's just branded in my mind. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you. That's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then I am going to be doing, hi Tracy, I am going to be doing another workshop, another meetup next Sunday at 1 p.m. for the newly diagnosed. If you know of anybody who is diagnosed, please have them come and join me. Tracy has done the basically, it's just a meeting, and I go over many points that are valuable as you go into your treatment. And I like to share a lot of points and a lot of things that I learned when I was first diagnosed. And I believe that will help you and guide you and strategize throughout your treatment. So that's at 1 p.m. on Sundays, after you give thanks, after you connect with your spirit and your higher power. All right. Daily mantra, I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. One more time. I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. Thank you so much for joining me. The thriving starts now.